So sorry guys, I had to switch to this proper channel. Earlier on, you may have seen me on Olusola-Obasa. Okay, so this is where I am. I just got a notification that I'm down. You know they're the right place. Okay. So yes, I have a very, very special person that will be joining me today. And that's the person of Engr Yemi Olodun. I hear there's a doctor, engineer, doctor. I think there's also an ambassador. He will tell me everything when he joins me. I haven't seen him yet, but I'm sure that he should be somewhere in my radar. So I was saying, and I'll just try to reiterate the things I said before I had to switch. It's first the fact that this year, people will matter a lot to how you travel. Even the prayers and fasts that churches are doing right now, you probably are fasting, your church is fasting. You would need to know how better to handle the people capital, the social capital. You would need to know how to handle the people capitals just so you don't miss your opportunities. And I know what I'm saying. There are a lot of things that have benefited from it, and there are still more that I hope to benefit this year. So as you enter into every year, one of the goals you should set for yourself is how more socially fit do I want to become? You know, there are socially unfit people. Socially unfit people are people who do not do so much to care about how their relationships with others are affecting those people as well as themselves and ultimately the society. So you matter to the society. And having said that, adaptability is crucial this year. All this coming to fight online because somebody said something the way you did not expect them to say it, and you wish they have said it the other way they did not. Whoa, adaptability and inclusiveness. You need to embrace it. Like, I need to drop these things quickly right here on Instagram because I done on Facebook yesterday, and I hope that everyone who got in touch is still picking value from it. These are very, very timeless truths. They are what you call candid advice. So this year 2024, you will need to also earn trust with people. This is not the year to do things anyhow. See, people are tired. So except your trust is so real, they can feel it, they can touch it, they have experienced it, you might not get away with a lot. Because everybody's eyes, that everybody shine their eye, like they shine their brain, self join. Yes. So what am I trying to say? You are better off this year on the side of earning trust. Try the best you can to be accountable. Try the best you can to be forthright, to be straightforward, and all. Try the best. I know that sometimes they are not the easiest things to do, but please make it a goal. You can talk to us at RCB about how that can become a possibility. That's what we do. And yesterday also, I also left on my wall, on my timeline there on Facebook, the fact that you should treat people better this year. You know, to my surprise, I just wrote it. I felt that maybe I could be a comedian, because it's comedians that do not laugh when they are making others laugh. I used to be surprised. But you see, this yesterday, I left that message and said something like, treat people better this year. Oh. Don't say I didn't tell you. And the last one was, stop checking height before you decide who to respect. And to my shock, that's the particular post that is gathering all the steam, all the traction. And people are trying laughing. I'm like, I didn't know that I was going to make people laugh. I think it's the height part of it that is cracking them up. But it's fine. At the end of the day, the message is treat people better this year. If you learn to treat people better, you will not go and miss your God sent somebody. Whether anywhere, in any area of life, anywhere. So I will invite my guest because I can't see him yet. I will invite him. Okay. Mr. Yemi Olodun should be with us shortly. This year, we are cracking the people code. We are learning to crack the people code. That people capital is so important. It's so important. It's so important. Never toy with it. Most of the time, we feel that you can just be you. If you must be you, be the great you. That's what I tell people. Don't just be the odd you. Don't be the crude you. Don't be the unrefined you. Be the refined you. Be the great you. Be the better version you. So I'm not saying don't be you. I'm not saying be another person. I'm not saying lose yourself. But I'm saying that be the improved version of you. Work on you. Before you serve you to the world, to relationships, whether marital relationship, whether workplace relationship, whether church relationship, whether religious or non-religious relationship, no matter what they are, the relationship, this year you have to refine yourself before you serve yourself. See yourself as crude oil. It does not offer you the best of value in that crude state. It does when you refine. So refine you and then send it to your world. I have Mr. Yemi here. He has joined me. And I want him to... Okay. So once Mr. Yemi comes, he is coming to tell us his people's story. I know him. I know a bit of him. Sorry, you are in a car at the moment. CAR.
Good evening, man.
How you doing?
I'm very, 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 very fine. Very, very fine. Very, very
Sorry,
fine.
I hope this conversation is not getting in the way of your site
No,
effort.
no. No, I came prepared.
All right, all right.
Yes,
So
ma.
before you joined me, I was saying that this year, they say no grief for anybody, Abby.
Ben, ma.
I don't grieve for anything. So I just said that one of the things people should not grieve for is anything that makes you treat people wrongly, because you don't know who is who this year. You don't know who that outstanding client is.
Mm-hmm.
And you not say hello to that person, and you are just passing and flexing your shoulder. You don't know who your benefactor could be. You don't know who pull you into that class that you have been desiring to get to.
Definitely.
So I was saying that out of the no grief for anybody thing, they should not grieve for bad interpersonal attitudes.
Yes.
And I'm actually organizing a free, see, they didn't pay me so much. I'm organizing a free webinar to put people through on interpersonal skills that can kill their dreams this year. And that's coming up on the 27th of January, Saturday. But that said, we're going to go ahead into our conversation for today. We're going to go ahead into our conversation for today. Okay? So, are you ready, sir? Can I shoot the first question?
Please, let's go ahead, ma.
All right,
let's go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so my first question here is, for those who don't know, let me introduce him again. This is Engineer Yemi Olodun. But I was saying to myself that it looks like there is ambassador and doctor. So if we say we should start that parole of time to this evening, we're not going to leave here, because there is ambassador, there is doctor, and there is engineer, and there is Mr., and there is daddy, and there is husband. If we start that thing, we're not going to finish. So let's just, somebody's hailing you already. So yes, but I've known Mr. Yemi Olodun for a few years now. If I'm not mistaken, I've known you since 2018, right?
17, 18, yes. 17,
I was thinking that 2017. And you've always been this, and they go my own. I'm not sure I've ever seen you in a fight or anything with anybody. But when it comes to productivity, You see that this same guy that is just doing his thing, oh, somebody say evangelist. Thank you for helping me, Tommy. Wow, that's for music. Thank you. So, and that has been it. Do you think that you were born with those traits of just being, you know, calm, focused, maybe disciplined, and hardworking? Would you say that it's because I was born that way? Or was it a decision? Because the person I spoke with last Friday said, I had always made up my mind that I wanted to be known as someone that is caring. So, and today, one of the things people know him for is the fact that he's caring. So for you, is it planned out? Is it a decision? Are there value-based decisions or principles you go by? Or is it just, I just met myself like that, it's just me, I don't know how I became like this? How true is this? Let's start that way.
Good evening once again.
Good
Um,
evening.
oh, oh, Yemi. It's deep, sha. But I will just,
I'm
I will just, yeah, I will not start. I will not start from somewhere.
Yes.
I'll pick it up from there. With them, we keep building on it. Okay, I think I picked the mindset from my father.
Wow.
Yes. I picked it up from my father. My dad worked so hard. Ha.
Hmm.
He worked so hard. I'll pitch it up with one or two things. I know where his
Okay.
colleagues are now.
Hmm.
Now my dad's colleagues are the like of President Oshiomhole.
Wow.
Yes, you see, wow, it's a very deep talk. So I'll just pause it there. So
Hmm.
my dad was a deep career person, as in Mr. Olodun Joseph Olodun is a very deep career person. Textile, and then when textile went boom down, I said
Hmm.
my dad didn't think of an escape route. Another means of if this doesn't work, like I used to hear big pastor Olumide Emmanuel speak of those things, it will be triggering your head. Orí yẹn a máa ṣe overeating gan. So those are the people I always hear for, and when you are hearing Sunday Olorunseyi is speaking, orí ẹ gbúdọ̀ máa as in kankan gbúdọ̀ máa as in so yeah, walking through the path of these great men, you must be
Mm-hmm.
thinking that it's not the career lifestyle you want to start. So, at the early journeys of my life, it was
Yes.
not rosy. I will not lie. People that know me deep down, they know that I'm more jẹ̀yà gidi gan.
Is that
Ehen.
why they call you
I
you hustle?
ha Miss Obasa. That story is long. I will not be picking it. Poco a poco, little by
Yeah.
little. So I saw that my dad's career lane didn't work.
Hmm.
Actually, I studied mechanical engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanical engineering to the core. So there's nothing mechanical in my lifestyle. So I saw that if this old man, if this old man has walked through this lane and nothing, yes,
Hmm.
nothing was showing for. So you have to start thinking of, okay, what is sustainable
Hmm. Hmm.
to pick as it's not life career now, as a mindset. It has to be a mindset. So
Mindset.
so if you see Yemi always pushing, always pushing. I know my past,
Hmm.
so that past must
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
be
So
there
it
as my
creates,
past.
it
So
fuels you like fuel. It supplies you fuel on auto
no grief for
basis.
anybody. No grief for anybody.
Oh, well, not great for anybody. Oh. I can see your wife joining.
She
Okay.
no she no get she no get choice.
Ladies fan one. Oh, honestly, I know that you tried so hard to keep some of the ìjìnlẹ̀ part of the story.
Hmm.
Yes, but some of the points you have made clearly is the fact that you have been inspired by people, beginning from your dad, and then to some of the other names you mentioned, people you worked with, people in your space, people you listen to when they talk. Amazing. So
Hmm.
learning is part of how you became like this. Will it be right to
Yes.
say that you learned to become like this? Will it be right to say
Yes.
that?
I
Then number
yes,
two,
I learn.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
you learned by experience also. You learned by education and by experience. The experience
Mm,
part is what you went through, how you grew up, how that things no gel, how that Baba
mm.
they work hard, but the ends are not meeting, and then the
At all.
children also always feel it, and you're saying
Mm,
something has got to be different, and thankfully you found
definitely.
yourself in a sphere of influence where you were hearing the right things. But some other people can be in your shoes. They heard the right things, they were in the right space, but they did not push themselves. So I want to imagine that you are a self-starter, you're a self-pusher. Every time you remember where you don't want to go back to, it thrusts you forward. And that's really great, because all of us today can see in your life that you are a go-getter by any means. You are a go-getter by any means. So in your career and business journey so far, how important do you think it is to maintain great interpersonal relationship with people? How important is it
Hmm.
to maintain good relationship? In business, has it helped you? In life, has it helped you? Have people been
Hmm.
ladders for you? Or, well, I don't need anybody, Jerry. I can be anybody without anybody. What's your story? To
Hmm.
inspire some people listening to you.
O- Okay. Like I started with, it has to start from someone. Someone will keep
Mm,
inspiring you.
yeah.
Someone will definitely be the ladder that you need to support or you need to step on to get to the next level.
Mm,
So for me as a person, I'll start with um maybe my probably my mentors or my leaders will see like they were not expecting something like this from me. So what I do or what I keep as a secret is once I'm in the midst of great people or great men or listening to them, I I pick the habit of a constant listener.
mm, mm,
So
mm,
once they're speaking, I just take my time. I listen.
mm,
I listen and I jot things down and I note them. And another thing again, outside accountability of picking information, is
mm.
respect for people.
Yes, that's actually what I wanted to speak to. How important is it?
It's very important, even to the point. If I take it back to my company, to being a co-founder of Hybrid Land Tech Limited, I say I will not say I don't have a list team member. All of my team members, I still call them SARS. Like you're chatting, when they chat me, when I give them instructions, I still go, sir, kindly work on this. And like
Yeah. Some
your
people
guy
think that is
is
stupidity to do that.
your guy is saying, and before you know it, they will like that thing will just sir, they will not say they will like sir, sir, please kindly work on it so that we can meet demands of this. Before you know it, it's done. Fine,
Mm,
I have to just give them that respect because it is their obligation to make fine. I will pay them though, but sometimes you
yes.
have to respect their field.
Very important.
Because what they have taught us is respect is reciprocal. So you have to
Yeah.
just,
Very
it has
true.
to be shared appropriately. So before you know it, the
Mm-hmm.
job is done. Everybody is happy at the end of the day. But if you like start with, what is your problem? Do this. Before you know it, it will not do it from the bottom of it. But you are the CEO, you are the MD. You want your clients to be happy, and you are not making your team members. I call them my team members. They're my team members. But
Yes.
once they're happy with me, their spirits spiritually will always bless the works of our
Oh,
hands. So
that
it's
one.
all these
That one is
all these things
another.
they all these
That one is
things they
another
work
dimension.
all these things they work side by side. It's
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when you're driving and you have all your papers and they will say, police is your friend. Officer, have to now day. And you're like, my brother, hey, that guy, hey, before you know it, move, let him go. Everybody is slow.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to start speaking that English,
Mm, mm, mm.
The interpersonal relationship, it opens to every part of the business. You have to respect everybody appropriately. Then you have to be somebody has to have a positive attitude towards a lot of
Positive
things.
attitude.
Very
Awesome. But
important.
what if you are dealing with, I know one of the things I knew about you, where you worked before, where we met, was that you are judged as one of the finest customer handlers as somebody who works on site. You know, it's a different thing when you see somebody who's working in the office and they are customer facing team members. But for an engineer who works on site, to be customer centric is not too common. But you were that kind of a person. At least the records that we all saw and the testimonials we all heard said that about you. But how did you deal with moments when there were difficult people to handle? Like any difficult gbagbe, this person is difficult. How did you meander? How do you usually, you still get your results, you still get things done in spite of the fact that this person is hard, is playing hard to
Yeah,
get or difficult to please?
I'll, I'll be referring to one person in this conversation. I'll be referring to Mr. Olorun Sunday. You are talking like
Okay.
him now. Because he will always say that in Yoruba, like he would tell my direct boss then, Mr.
Yeah.
Okedara Olumide. He will
Yeah.
say, Olumide, send the client and see Yemi. Mi ò fẹ́ mọ tó ṣe le tó Yemi máa handle ẹ̀.
You see,
Yemi
you
máa
see.
handle ẹ̀. So it's just about I don't
Mm.
allow my emotions take over me.
That's deep.
Mm, I
That's
think I
deep.
think uh, I
You are
think
giving me my
that's one of the
headline.
things. So I think that's one of the things Mr. Loshe used to tell me that he doesn't, no matter what,
Hmm.
he knows I've been through the thick and thin of the real estate. I was sent to the field, I was sent to the jungle. And so he knew that if I have survived that 3 4 years
Hmm.
meeting the lions and the tigers of the field, he knows that no. So it's in like I'll keep that part. He knew that Olumide tell
Hmm.
that clients and I think is it 20, I think it's 2020 or 2019. I got my first I got a best staff of the year then, and at the same time I got a car award then.
Hmm.
And there was this client from UK, and the client was like, I was on my way to the mainland.
Hmm.
I I stopped, I dropped, and they were like, the client was coming from Lekki. I should go and meet him. That was when my Oga said, Sofun Yemi. Sorry for people that don't understand about. I dropped, I met with the client, and before we got to site that day, at first I communicated with one of the security guys then because it was the timing was from 5:30. You cannot enter. Then it was Lakwe Golf.
Okay.
We have a property then in Lakwe Golf. So the first thing I did was I sent a message to the security officer that please I want to gain access for this client, and I will do anything it means. I like okay, I said I will do anything. Before I knew it, I asked him to send me his account number.
How it
I dropped
is.
him 10K. I dropped him
Wow.
10K. Before you know, he said he will wait for me until I come. So accessibility has been solved, and that was the major challenge of that client that day. Yes,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
before we know it, as we got to the gate, they're like, the guy left, but he said he will give me. I said, I trust you. And he gave instructions, allow engineer. Before I knew it, I just said, engineer me. Yeah, yes. He just, okay, yes, sir, open your boot. Before you know it, that man entered. Because what his anger was, he couldn't get access to his land. I have
Oh.
solved that automatically. And
Imagine.
end of the day, the client was on site around to 7. He was happy. I took him to his plot, and it was just smooth. And
Result.
I asked him that I should please send a message to my boss that, and I was sending a message to my boss that day, and like it was just And after it was all smooth and clear. And I think that little act fetched me a Hyundai Sonata at the end of the
Wow.
year. Kò kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Ojubelo, you know, I teach character development. And when I tell people that this thing, if it affects you, if it affects your business, they think I'm joking. They think I don't understand what I'm saying. But I know I understand. Engineer Yemi, do you know that the traits that you exhibited there, one of it is called initiative. Nobody needed to tell you to give somebody money. You saw someone who was going to stop your way and stop your clients, and you know what you could do to help them. Whether the name is called one thing or the other is not the issue now. I'm addressing the part of initiative. Some people wait to be told everything. That when you get there, you will see A, you will see B, you will see C, you will see D, you will see, and then when you stop at F, they will say, what's next? You still have to tell them G. That kind of a person on a team cannot be said to be adding value as much as they should. But you see, if you're able to take briefs and you can interpret the briefs and you can take initiative and then bring results, there is no way. There is no way. Like you said, the car came just like that. Some people's promotion this year is initiative that it is waiting for. I'm telling you the truth. Relating with people and know how to manage people. Another thing that I can see that you did there is called emotional intelligence. When you can read people, you understand yourself, and then you can read people and say, this person, this is what this person needs at this time. I make this person happy, and then they allow my clients to be happy. And the clients went back excited. Let's talk about hybrid land tech. Let's talk about hybrid land tech, because whatever one does, another thing I used to say in class a lot, particularly when I'm talking to employees, is that I've been an employee for 14 years of my life. Before that 14, I've worked in, I don't know how to say it in English, I beg. I've done other mushroom work before I entered corporate world, and I had orgas. In none of those places will you ever see any of my boss and they'll say, that bad girl. See, it's about understanding what you want to make out of yourself. It's about understanding how you want your story to be told. It's about learning how to manage your boss, manage the situation, and then manage your career and come out like as a stellar performer. So now you have taken all of that quality with you. See, nobody can take it from you. Whatever you make yourself, Oga Yemi, was it exciting that you had to be going to, you called it the wilderness? Was it exciting to be going there at the beginning when you knew that everybody else can come to the office, but you, and you turned it around, and today everybody would like to be there because someone has made them see that it's a fruitful place, depending on who you are. So I think that productivity comes first from the person. The point I'm making is, right now, you're taking everything with you. There's no way to leave your brain behind with any company. You cannot say, the qualities I have grown, I'm leaving, take 50% for the person that is coming next. No, it lives with you. So that's why I tell people that when you work in anywhere, use that platform to build yourself. Now you are in hybrid land tech. How did you transit easily? Was it difficult for you? Did you feel like you were not sure you could make it? Did you feel like you were not sure it could work? Based on the things you have learned and the things you have tried with your hands when you worked before.
Wow. So
I can hear you. Please go
on. Sorry. With the little I have done so far with pertinence, I'll keep mentioning that company till probably I cannot forget that name. So getting to hybrid land tech, it was a coastal ride. Honestly, it was a easy ride for me. It was just easy.
Also, na so e dey be. Me, I left Punch. As I left Punch, I started running a business. It's as it, see, apprenticeship that Igbos do can teach anybody a lesson. That's how it is.
I was about
Be an
saying that because
apprentice and be an
that
oga
that
after that.
that Igbo ship thing, I don't know how to put it. I don't know that Igbo ship apprentice, that life, that's 4 years, 5 years. That thing,
Yes.
that stuff they do is
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be a course career
They
in
will
one
be
of the tertiary
studying in
institutions
business schools.
as an
Yes.
no that
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
praying I'm praying to God I'll join the people that will be writing books. I love that. I have friends. I have friends that are investing in my company now, hybrid, and I see what they have done. Like I was hearing Sam Adeyemi speak about, is he Obi Kubana or I think one of them was speaking about those last 2 weeks. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
why did they even go to school? See these guys, those six, they can't fine. They always say that they regret that they didn't go to school, this, that, but
Mm-hmm.
the money,
Mm-hmm.
ego
The
is
regret
there. So they can
no
employ
show, e no
anybody.
show.
At all. They can employ anybody. They can employ the professors. They can employ the
Yeah.
anybody. But
Yeah.
that apprenticeship they went through, they multiply that act.
It's hands on.
No, they multiply. Right. So, leaving, coming into hybrid, it was like, but like one of my friends will always say he doesn't understand how it happened. From
Mm.
one product in 2022, and we're looking at our sixth product at the end of 2023, and this is just 2024. Was that saying, hope you know what I say? No, I said for 2024, me and my team and my partners, it's not just me, sorry, and we are three, and one of the
Yes.
co-founders, we are three. So we have said this year, 2024, we want to step it down and balance
Mm.
a lot of things in the business because
Yeah. Yeah.
we have a lot of we have a lot. The real estate sector is this year. I
Mm.
don't know whoever is listening to it after now or later. If you are into if you are a developer, a real estate person, please 2024, 2025. Some AMA, we call it AMA. AMA is coming. So you have to go and save. Is the truth. You have to
Mm.
safeguard your investments so that you
Mm.
not turn to people that they'll be looking for up and down. And personally, myself, I'm not ready to. I'm not. I'm ready to do a business that I can sleep and I have rest of
It's a
my
serious
of mind.
matter.
This year, next year, with what is coming to Ibejuleke Ekpe, is going to be a very, very serious. So for
Mm.
us as a company, I might not be adding any location this year. The ones I
Mm.
have is okay. Let me safeguard. The security
Mm-hmm.
comes in different aspects, and that's one of the things I've learned from my former company that I worked with. The security comes in different aspects: possession taking and documentation taking. So it's two aspects any developer must have. So it's either you go and source for funds somewhere, you go to get investors or collaborative partnership. So I don't want to know what the English is to safeguard. So me going into hybrid, it was a very smooth because I have labored, I have worked, and I have learned, unlearned, relearned from my
Mm.
and gain experience from where I was working before.
Awesome. Awesome. I wish you could have a more extended conversation. I'm very sure that I'm going to bring you back. And let me use this public space to thank you for believing in my brand, because it amazes me how you join virtually every video I'm doing, virtually every, I'm like, this big man, wetin small girl know, this big man. Yes, that's just to let you know that I take notes. And because we are talking about cracking the people code, every gold mine we are looking for this year is in people. Shey you
Mm,
see even the armor that you say is coming. Do you know that armor will not eat some people?
definitely,
I'm telling
definitely,
you, based on
definitely.
relationship, the armor will not reach
Then,
some people.
yes,
Only people that will not
definitely.
value relationship that the armor will eat. They
Mm-hmm.
will either pay through their nose And then, we have to also make sure that the customers are fine at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, they are relying on us as companies to safeguard their investment. And so I really, really value the heads up that you gave everyone who might be in real estate that will be listening. It's so true, but I can tell you that based on these people code we are saying, some people will not feel the hammer. Some people will not feel it
Definitely.
because of relationship. So again, we are back to what we've been talking about. People code cracking it this year. Time is up, and I'd like to let you go. And I'm looking forward to having you for another session sometime soon. Congratulations on your hybrid anniversary and your birthday that was just few days ago. Congratulations, many happy returns. God will preserve you and keep your company
Amen.
flying high. And may
Amen.
all your efforts so far continue to bring you results. Ilẹ̀kùn ò ní
Amen in
tì mọ́
Jesus'
wa
name.
in the name of Jesus.
Amen. Amen.
All right,
Amen.
thank you so
Amen.
much. I want to thank everyone that has joined today. It's been an interesting conversation. I like people that are
Mm.
real. You can see my guest today is real. He's down to earth. And I'm hoping that you've been able to pick one thing or two from what you had been discussing together. Thank you everyone for joining, and it's me signing out. Take care of yourself, Mr. Yemi Olodun. Say me hi to the
Thank you, ma.
little Shehu.
Yes,
I don't know her
sure.
name, but I call her Shehu because
Iroluwa.
I know your wife.
Iroluwa.
So I've added Shehu to her name because that's her mom's name.
Yeah.
All right. So take
Yes.
care and God bless you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you very
Be
much,
good.
ma.
Enjoy your
Thank you.
weekend.
Yeah, same here. Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Thank you.